Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. In this video, I want to have a straight up, straight, S and S. I want to have a straight up conversation with you about all of this stuff that's going on with USDC. Is it going to collapse? Are we going to see USDC go to zero? Which stablecoin is the safest one to use right now? Should you even have your money in a stablecoin? These are the things we need to discuss. If it sounds interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. I want to try and keep it as real as possible, but you know, I'm just my personality, just have some fun with it kind of thing. But I'm going to try and just keep it real. I think like when you talk about big money and you talk about people's money, you know, potentially your money, my money, we got to keep it straight up real. And I want to just keep it straight up real because over the last few days, I've been trying to decide myself, like, what do I do with my money? Now, everybody's in different scenarios here because we all have different amounts of money. Sorry, cough. Different amounts of money. Some people may have like $1,000. Some may have like a couple of tens of thousands. Some have hundreds of thousands. Some have millions. And in some cases, moving big money from one place to another can affect a lot of people. Like I said in the last videos, if you missed it, this one here, the DPEG. If you was, you know, touching on USDC real quick, if you was holding money in USDC, for you to move it from one place to another, you're getting hit with that. I think at the time it was about 10%. You know, so if for example, me having 6 digits in just this stable coin alone, or 6 figures, sorry, that's a big impact. You know, that's a big impact because you're talking tens of thousands of dollars just from moving it across. So, you know, it's going to affect everyone differently. Obviously, the bigger institutions and stuff that may have money in this, it's going to affect them as well. I just want to touch on a few things because a lot of things have happened, right? So we all know about the whole, it started with Silvergate, right? Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that it's the crypto-friendly banks that seem to be getting targeted? I say targeted. I'm just putting the exclamation marks, right? Because it's just funny, right? You know, so this goes down. Now we're here the whole thing about the Silicon Valley Bank, SV Bank. Silver Bank, I don't know where I got that from. Silvergate. Anyway, I just want to grab out one quick thing as well so I don't forget it. Because this is all going to play an important role to what I'm trying to get at here as well, and as to, you know, what might come and what might happen and why things are happening. What's this here? Let's see what it is. I'm just going to grab this up just so I don't forget it. Come on, open up. Come on. Anyway, so, you know, it's just funny that certain banks have been involved in this whole thing, which, by the way, these banks were very friendly to crypto at the time. And then it makes you wonder, like, what's going to happen next? Well, you've got a billionaire here. It says the government has 48 hours. Billionaire investor Bill Ackman calls on Biden. I don't really want to touch too much on the politician time. I'm not into that sort of stuff. Just what's happened with the SVB banks is to bail out SVB on Monday morning, or face catastrophic market meltdown and loss of tens and thousands of jobs. So what he thinks is that we may see more banks in the future collapse. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I just wanted to put it to you. This guy here is really calling for a bailout, which means the governments and stuff, you know, help, you know, fix this issue with this bank. I'm not going to explain what's happened or why it's happened. I'm sure most of you guys know if you're watching other channels. Short story sweet is, you know, with Silicon Valley, I believe something to do with their bonds. I think their bonds were a lower interest rate to ones that were sort of a higher now in the treasury bonds or something like that. Well, people could basically get 4% here instead of 1% there. Why would you spend X amount, or why would you go for this bond when you can go for this bond and get higher interest? I think that's what went wrong. Not 100% sure. That's just what I heard, kind of thing. Maybe there's more to it. But anyway, this isn't. It's a really important thing right here that we're looking at, newsfeed, because, and when was this done? This was posted recently, I suppose in the next, it says 12th of March, right? So yeah, at the time of recording this video. This one is important because if more banks come down, and you can see here, look, urging the US government to finally step in and protect all of the bank's depositors, warning inaction could lead to a ripple effect across other smaller banks within the industry. If other banks fall down, right, and I said to you in my last video, we don't know which other banks USDC is tied to. I mean, they named a few, right? Just to name a few, we got this and this. But who's to say, you know, hold on, where is it? Hold on. This one here, Tether. Who's to say Tether isn't connected to any of these future banks if these future banks collapse? So then again, you ask that question, where do you put your money? Do you keep it in a stable coin? Do you look at other stable coins? This is why I've got these other stable coins up, right? True USD. And I'll touch on True USD. The reason I brought this one up because I saw a post with CZ on Binance talking about adding USDT pairs. TUSD, True USD. This is another stable coin. I think it's a decentralized algorithmic stable coin. I'll touch on it in a minute. It says here, look, Binance, let's support multiple stable coins always. More to come. And it's just interesting, right? Now you can trade TUSD on Binance. And I don't know, does CZ know something that we don't know? Is it a good play to be put in? And again, not financial advice. This video is just, you know, straight up education, trying to guide you kind of thing. It's pegged to $1 right now. This could be a future stable coin that we see come up in the space where people feel more confident in using it. I don't know, but you know, time's going to tell. Let's just have a quick look on it. It's a money built for the, you know, the global financial system. And it says stable coin fully backed by the US dollar, as they all claim, right? You know, USD said the same thing, right? Bank reserves. I don't know. I mean, what I do really believe is these stable coins now have to up their game, because proof of reserves is not enough anymore. Straight up, it's not enough anymore. We need proof of banks. Straight up, we need to see proof of banks. You need to start listing the banks that you are dealing with. That's what I personally believe. Drop your comments down below if you know, let me know. Because for us to start using you guys as a way to like store our funds, we need to know which banks are involved, because if we don't know and this bank goes down, now we've got to hope and pray to God. You just cross your fingers and your toes, right? Just like, please don't be this one. I've got £10 in this. I need to get my cigarettes. I'm just saying, like, you just don't know. You don't want to lose that £10 when you need to go for a smoke. So I think it's important that we start seeing proof of banks as a new thing on all of these stable coins. Make it extremely clear which banks you're dealing with, instead of just saying, you know, to name a few, you know, we've got like Bank of New York Mellon. What was the other one that said here? I'm trying to find it. Upload your dollar. I'm trying to find it here because it talked about which banks you had. Couldn't find the banks. I'm going to find it because I want to show you, right? So you can see what I meant. Like, it doesn't say in full detail what banks they are. Hold on. Products. USD Solutions. Where did I see it? Was it here? I don't know. I found it somewhere and it was talking about different banks that were involved in it. Here we go. It says here, look, USD reserves are held in the custody of management of leading US financial institutions. Cool. Including BlackRock and Bank of New York Mellon. Okay. You named two. Okay. But what about the rest? Like, which other ones? Circles regulated license money transmitter under US law, just like PayPal. So yeah, you know, I think it needs to be straight up transparent on that. We need to start seeing proof of banks. That's what I think anyway. This is going to cause a massive, this whole thing, if banks, you know, more start to collapse, we're going to see a huge ripple effects, not just in the outside of crypto, inside crypto as well. Because I was thinking about the DeFi stuff, all the farming. I'll get to that in a second, only because I see this now, it reminded me. It reminds me of, I feel like this is all part of the plan, right? And I say that again with not our plan, not me and you, their plan. This is all part of the plan. And you're like, really? How can they plan to make these banks go down and whatnot? I feel like it's all part of the plan. You see, these CBDCs, and for those that knew, central bank digital currencies, they're coming. Matter of fact, I saw a video. Let me see if I can just grab it up real quick. You know what I mean? I saw a video talking about yen, China's, I don't know, China yen, CBDC. I saw a video showing that they're using this. They're actually using their CBDC. I'm not going to play the whole thing on, you know, just put this on silent and whatnot. I just want to show you a little something. Like, they're using these central bank digital, testing them, having some fun with it kind of thing over there. And you can see how they're being used. It looks like a digital note on your phone. It's just a digital note and it's being used, like forward and backwards. Boom. And I'm not going to play the whole of this. I just wanted to show you that this is happening, guys. These central bank digital currencies are coming. And yeah, this is the dude, yeah. And they're using it. But is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Because what I know is that if you start using it, they're going to know every single thing that you're doing, every single move. And that's what they want. That's how we've lived. Look at it. Look, you can see the note, right? The bank note. That's your note right there. Goodbye. You know, paper money's gone. Everything's digital now. I think about... I've been fighting my cough and stuff and whatnot. I'm thinking about... It's all part of the plan. Like, let me just stop that for a minute. Like... For them to have control, they need you to use their stuff. They need you to use the product. And the product is, actually, maybe we're the product. I'm just got to keep it real. They need to keep, in order to remain above and in control, they need to keep people underneath them. And to do that, they need to give them something that they can use where they can track us, right? It's that simple. That's why with banks and stuff, they don't like it that you're using crypto because 90% of the time, 99% of the time, they can't track it. They can't. You can make 10. You could come off this video now, make 10 different wallets, maybe 50 different wallets on different chains and everything, and then no one can track whatever payments you have anywhere. You can say to someone, yeah, send it to here, yeah, send it to there, yeah, just send it over there. No one knows anything, and this is why with a CBDC coin, which again makes me think, you know, this is all part of the plan to bring in these new CBD coins. Where they are now the new coins, and you know they say, "Oh, use this coin. Yeah, this is the new one. It's going to be safe. This one is 100% stable because it's part of our central bank." This is when they catch you. This is when you start realizing that you have no control of your money anymore. Because if they want to freeze your wallet, they just freeze your damn wallet. If you want to make a payment to get some chips, you know, some sausage and chips from the fish and chip shop, just spit on the hole, just. You know what I mean? They now can see how much your fish and chips cost, which fish and chip shop you went to, because it's all on there, all on the blockchain. You can't tell them you didn't eat fish and chips on Wednesdays because we saw it. No, we saw it on Wednesdays. You ate fish and chips. Didn't pay your bills. I'm just saying, they will see everything. And I don't want them seeing when I'm eating my fish and chips. So, or me, I have sausage. So this is another thing. Like, where do you store your money? What do you do with it? Is this part of the plan? Is it because CBDs are coming and they need to shake up the market so people can feel like they got a new type of coin that's going to be safe? I had to cut that. You know, and you got coffee and anyway. So, you know, I'm not being feeling well, but still. So let's just take a quick look. We've got USDC here, 95 cents, still unpegged. DAI is still unpegged. Where's the safest route? Do you go to Tether? Tether, what was that? I found Tether, I still think hasn't been audited or doesn't have. I don't know. There was a little bit of FUD going around saying about Tether that doesn't have. There's no proof of their reserves, and it's just risk. You know, what do you do? At the end of the day, this is where people are throwing their money. What if another bank goes down in the next week or two, and then Tether goes, oh damn, we've got a bit of exposure to that. This depegs. We've seen Tether depeg before, not massively, just tiny bits. But right now, which one is safe? Now look, if you're a patron of mine, you know what I'm doing, right? You see my alerts. You see I dropped some deep posts the last day or two telling you what I'm doing with my funds, and you can see it. And it's entirely up to you what you guys do. This is not financial advice. I know what I'm doing. I feel like I need something truly decentralized, right? So this is why I'm just putting it all to you to show you different things. We've got this has got True USD, which is a claim to be a decentralized stable coin. Let me just grab up Bitcoin as well, because some people are actually moving their money to Bitcoin. Something which is why you're seeing Bitcoin's price rise again, right? Because it went down to like what? $18,000, $19,000. Well, now it's back up about $20,000, almost $21,000, because people are seeing it as a better, stable, decentralized way. Regardless of any of these stable coins, they can freeze your account anytime they like. Whether you like it or not, they can. And you just don't know when and where they're going to do it. Obviously, it's likely that they wouldn't do it if you're not involved in a lot of like all these bloody AMLs and stuff, right? That's why they do AML. What's it called? Anti-money laundering, whatever. I can't remember. But they still have the power to do that. Bitcoin, people are moving their money in. People are moving their money into this thing over here called liquidity. It's another algorithmic stablecoin. This one says 0% interest loans, borrow LUSD against ETH. So how they've done it is, I think their reserves are backed up by Ethereum. So if Ethereum collapses to zero, that's when this is going to collapse. At least that's what I believe. I don't know what it's going to be like if Ethereum saw a massive sell-off. I don't know how it would affect this. It says collateral ratio, 110%. So liquidities, am I saying it right? Liquidities? I feel like I want to say liquidity. Liquidity's efficient liquidation mechanism allows users to get in the most liquidity for their ETH under normal operation. Why did they star normal operation? What is it? Because there's sometimes you might not have good operation. I'm trying to recommend. It says the minimum collateral ratio is the lowest ratio of depth to collateral that will not trigger a liquidation under normal operations, aka normal mode. This is a protocol parameter. Parameter. No, I said perimeter. Perimeter. Yeah. That is set to 110%. So that it says sorry. So if your trove has a debt of 10,000 LUSD, yeah, it sounds weird saying LUSD. You would need at least 11,000 LUSD worth of Ethereum posted as collateral. Okay, so they're basically saying they're always going to be up by 10% of their liquidity. Is that right? Because that's how their mechanism works. To avoid liquidation during recovery mode, it is recommended to keep ratio comfortably above 150%, or example 200% or better. I don't know too much on this. I'm just trying to show you what people are throwing their money into. How much is in this right now? 246 million. People are seeing it as another alternative because of the whole, you know, is it something to do with Ethereum? Like I said before, what are the key benefits? Let's have a quick look. Governance fee free. All operations are algorithmic and fully automated. I mean, we will see eventually a stable coin come that's algorithmic and decentralized, where no one controls it, no one can freeze your accounts, no one can do anything. We will see it, and it will work. The question is, which one is it going to be? Is it liquidity? Is it true USD? Where's true? Is it that? I don't know. Drop your comments down below and you let me know. But from the moment you see one of these depeg, that's when it becomes an issue. That's above a dollar right now. That's $1.01. And then people have been putting their money over here in Ethereum as well. So, you know, you decide which way you want to do it. Patrons, you sim what I'm doing. And it's entirely up to you what you guys want to do. If you want to see what I'm doing, come a Patreon. They get all my alerts and stuff. They can see my strategy. I've made good money in crypto, and my aim is to keep making good money in crypto. And I think it's wise to put your money in spaces where I personally think, which is decentralized, which no one can control apart from you, and you know, have that solid power over your finances. Because that's what crypto is supposed to be about, right? So it's entirely up to you which way you want to play this. You don't have to put your full amount into one whole place. Maybe you could spread it across different things. Maybe some people do that. I mean, that's what I was doing in the past. You know, I had some in USDC, I had some in USDT. You know what I mean? I had some in BUSD. You know, until it stopped minting and stuff. So I think it's the best play is just not put all your eggs in one basket and have a different strategy that's going to make sure that if something collapses, oh damn, I lost that. Okay, but cool, at least I managed to put some here where I can still spend and invest. So that's that. Let me just see what else I want to touch on before I get out your hair. Unless you got African hair like me, you know, because sometimes we can put a Mars bar in our head and just like take it out of the shop and anyway, so what else have I got? Right, touch on DeFi, because real quick before I go, because I do think that if the market continues to, you know, see a big pullback because of this USDC thing, you're going to see a lot of these fail. Like I got to keep it straight up real. You're going to see a lot of these fail. And I want actually, I got to touch on this. Did I touch on it? I'm touching on it now. I think I did touch on it. Look at this. Many people are fortunate enough to get out of their crypto, right? But some people weren't. Look, and I know you guys already know this. It says, while some investors were fast enough to exchange their USDC to USDT, an investor wasn't so lucky. In a Twitter post, I haven't got the Twitter post up. Or have I? No, yeah, I have. It said, shared by Bowtied Pickle, the investor made a 2 million payment but only received 5 cents. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That would absolutely piss me off. And what they were doing is they were farming and they had liquidity pairs. Now, I don't know if when they went to swap it, they had like an auto slippage on, and the auto slippage was just so damn high that it just dropped massively, and like all they had was like 0.05 after they made the swap. I don't know if that's what happened, or I don't know if it was, what does it say on this thing? 500 doesn't say. It doesn't say. Hold on. After digging into the discovered that the investors' carbon network aggregation router to dump a large clip of free CRV LP tokens. The user stored the crypto stablecoin and liquidity pair had sold for 6% slippage. Oh, okay, he did it for 6% slippage. But as disclosed, he chose a shady method. Was he trying to put it into a pool that had literally no liquidity into it? Is that what he was trying to do? I don't know. But what I'm trying to get at is this, that these now become risky. So if you have liquidity pairs, think smart. What you do with your money, don't try to rush your stuff. Like, think smart. If USDT cannot peg because it's supposed to be $1, then you're going to see big problems here, over here in the farming space. Lido, MakerDAO, Aave or Aave, whichever you want to call it, Curve, Uniswap. Not so, well, Uniswap as a swap platform would be fine, but the farming side, the pools, you may see some hiccups, because I know a lot of these have already started pools in USDC. Because the way they make these is they make it based on the fact that USDC is a stable coin, which means it's always $1. So they've done the coding to make it so, oh, this is $1 and it's going to remain $1. So when it depegs, it just messes up the entire system. So, you know, pay attention to some of these different yields and farmings and things like that that's going on, because you might see a little disruption up in the DeFi space temporarily. Until, you know, this gets fixed. Does it go up? Does it go down? Well, let me just quickly touch on that as well before I go, because, you know, yesterday, you know, patrons, I put a little high risk play out onto you guys, right? I let you know what I was doing, which was a high risk play. You know, if you were a patron of mine, I told you don't copy this, but it was down here someone that said I'm going to be buying long. I'm long in this stable coin, and I rode it up like a boss, made absolute insane gains, took some profits kind of thing, and then obviously patrons know what I was doing next. But which is mad, isn't it? How can you long a stable coin? But what I'm saying is it's high risk to do that, and I don't recommend people doing that. But there's an opportunity. People are going to use, is it called arbitrage? People are going to do that sort of stuff with different stable coins and stuff. This is the real deal. Like, this is it. Like, this has to come back up for it to continue. And if it doesn't, then it's dead. It very well could collapse. And I don't want it to collapse. A lot of people got good money in this. But just think smart. If you put if you're still holding all your money in this, there's something wrong with you. Did you not see what happened to UST? Or, you know, Duquan, what's the name? Terra Luna, sitting up in 6th place in the whole charts. Now it's just down 0. Did you not see that? Did you not use your brain? Like, think smart is what I'm saying. Like, people use their brains. I'm just saying, like, think smart. Like, don't mess about with your funds. If you're unsure, if you have doubt, move that. Just the slightest bit of doubt. If you've been sitting there today going, should I do it? I'm not sure. Should I do it? The fact that you're thinking, should you do it? That's some doubt right there. You need to move your funds. Unless you wake up, you know, you got your coffee and you're like, no, I'm cool. I believe in this. It's going to be all right. It's going to go up. Then cool. But if you have that slight thing in your head, like, should I do it? And that's what I had in my head. So I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. When you've got big funds, you ain't got time to risk it. You got to start playing safe moves, because anything can happen in crypto. And this just shows it right here. We came up, and then we fell straight from 97 cents straight back down again to 92 cents. So this is very unstable right now. So I just want to put it out there. This is very unstable right now. So pay attention to what's going on in the market and decide what you want to do. I don't even know if this video was helpful to anyone in any shape or form, but if it was, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Thank you for watching. If you're new, click that subscribe. Come over here, just check me out, you know. Got some helpful videos and stuff, showing you what I'm doing. Gonna keep making some nice gains. I keep sharing you some great stuff. And yeah, hopefully you guys manage to figure it out. Again, if you want to see what I'm doing with my funds in relation to this stuff, come over to Patreon. You'll see it. The link is in the info section. Click it. I'm seeing people come over. Welcome in. And just, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just here to share you helpful information, and hopefully it guides you on your journey. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching. I won't do the Patreon stuff. I got links here. You just say, look, my Patreon tiers, super alerts, but I won't do it. You can see it in your own time, and you click on the links in the info section. It tells you about it. But thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.